They've crushed the regime and ended the game. It's a massive crisis. Let's break it down.
La señora que no ha parado de llorar desde que llegó, viene en pijama, como lo pueden ver, todavía ya está. Cuénteme un poco su reacción, cuénteme un poco qué siente en este momento.
Esto no tiene comparación. Gracias, Dios mío. Gracias, Dios. Me arrodillé y lloré en mi casa. Lloré. Es un milagro.
Muchas gracias. Por aquí también vemos parte de la juventud venezolana en lágrimas porque hace rato sonaba una canción en la que todos nos pusimos prácticamente a llorar aquí en el paso de Durango. Cuéntame qué sentiste.
Mucha emoción, el ambiente es impresionante y el ambiente te cautiva y uno estar en el momento y tener esto como una experiencia única en la historia es increíble.
The word coming out of the presidential palace is final. It's over. Trump just dropped the hammer, announcing that the hostile leadership in Venezuela has been wiped out. Our special forces didn't mess around. They went in with total focus, grabbed Nicolas Maduro and his wife Cilia Flores, and pulled them right out of their comfort zone. They're already being hauled off to face the music for decades of wreckage and the criminal activities they used to bleed their country dry. Think about that for a second. This wasn't some random strike. It was about handing a country back to the people who actually own it. Washington is making it crystal clear. We aren't letting these forces rot our neighborhood anymore. The Caribbean sun is finally rising without that shadow of graft hanging over it. You're watching a so-called strongman get brought to his knees in real time. It's a new day for American grit and a dead end for the tyrants who thought they were untouchable. Late last night, the streets of Doral, Florida, turned into a sea of pure, unfiltered emotion. People didn't wait for the morning papers. They flooded the streets, gathering at gas stations and street corners, bonded by the news they spent a lifetime praying they'd hear. Just look at the woman in the red sweater. You can see the decades of exile written in every line on her face. She's calling this a miracle through her tears, a debt finally paid to the friends and family she lost to the regime's internal wars. Then you've got a 19-year-old kid talking about the hell his family escaped just to get a foothold here. These aren't just statistics. These are the faces of a diaspora finally getting its voice back. For these people, this wasn't an act of aggression from the U.S. It was the jail cell door finally swinging open. Can you imagine that weight lifting? Their chants aren't for war. They're for a chance to finally go home to the land they love. The global chessboard was flipped upside down overnight, and there's no going back. Maria Corina Machado, now a Nobel Peace Prize laureate, is standing in the wings, ready to pull her country out of the dirt and into a stable future. When she dedicated that award to American leadership, she wasn't just being polite. She was cementing an alliance that actually has teeth. And let's be real, this hits home for us too. This operation goes straight for the jugular of the organized chaos that's been pouring across our southern border. By cutting the rot out at the source, the administration is finally doing something to take the pressure off the American heartland and stop the surge of mass migration. Sure, you'll hear the usual international voices whining about the optics, but go ask the people on the ground in Caracas or Miami what they think. The vibe is unmistakable. We're watching a broken, corrupt machine get torn apart to make room for something traditional and stable. The path forward is going to be a long grind, don't get me wrong. But that first, most difficult step, it's been taken. America just sent a message that's going to keep every dictator on the planet awake tonight. Ending.
This report is complete, but the fight is just beginning. Subscribe now to stand with us.